I'm Dr. Shanila Joy Chauhan, and today I'm going to talk about interview skills. Yes, you've heard it right, interview skills. A very important topic for all of us because at some time or the other we are looking for a job or we're looking at seeking to change a job. So, what are the skills that we require and what is it that people are looking out for when employing someone? So, when you're going for an interview, first update your CV. Update your CV and have a look at what exactly you're good at, your skills, of course, your qualifications, that your entire resume, and go through your CV. Because very often people go for an interview without having a look at what is written in their CV, and this could bring about a discrepancy. But the discrepancy is not good for you because immediately the employer thinks that you are not prepared. So do go through your CV. So that's the first important point. Secondly, make sure that when you're applying and you have answered a particular interview call, that the skills are matched. Because if you are going to apply for a job where your skills do not match, then you are going to have this situation where there's going to be a gap, and either the employer or you are going to be a little unhappy. And this may not show up immediately, but it would show up a little later. So make sure that the skills that you are applying for and the skills that you're good at are both matched. Then you can confidently go for your interview because you know that there isn't that gap. Another thing is that make sure that you know who you're going to be working for. Find out about your employer, whether they are a board of directors, whether it's one chairman, trustee, whatsoever, whosoever it may be. Make sure you know that what your employer is all about. Is it that their vision, their mission statement are in sync with what you believe in? Because if you do not have the same values, then somewhere down the line there would be a mismatch of expectations. Also see that they are connected professionally with other people in the same industry. So look at professional sites, maybe LinkedIn or other professional sites, where you can see what exactly they are interested in and also whether it's matching with your expectations. Because it's a mutual give or take. The employer and the employee both need to be in sync with each other. So find out where all your employers have an interest and whether you could match up with that. Then stay motivated. Come on, it's not the end of the world if you go for many interviews. It's all right. After all, Rome was not built in one day, right? So if you do not ace that first interview, just take it like a driving test. If you go for a couple of sessions of driving, what happens? You finally get your from learner's license, you get a final license, right? So no harm. Go for interviews, find out in retrospect if you missed out something, why do you think you were rejected. I'm sure that our intuition and our sixth sense tells us where exactly we did not answer probably what was expected. So see to it that you are able to go for these without losing your motivation. Oh yes, one more thing, dress professionally. Remember, whether the company is big or small, but dress as per your profession. So definitely you need to go smartly attired, neatly groomed, and with a very positive attitude. See, your confidence level and your attitude means that you're 60% there. Because even if you have the best of degrees, the best of qualifications, professional degree, expertise, but if you do not have that confidence, then people would take you lightly. They would think that he or she is not sure. So be sure, and it's okay. You can build up your confidence. Everyone is not born confident. Look at a few YouTube videos, and get real with your subject. Whatever it is that you have applied for, go through it, go through the subject matter, because when you're well prepared, that confidence comes in automatically. So be confident in what you speak and be realistic. Don't promise things which you cannot deliver, because what will happen after some time, it will become a stress. It will become tiresome for you to keep on doing things which you had boasted about, intentionally or unintentionally. We all do that at some time, and then you're not able to do it. So be realistic what you can do. Don't say I'm the best dancer, singer, and in my free time these are all the things I do. It's okay if you just say that you do not like doing a whole lot of things and you are more of a home person or more of an outdoor person. Just be honest and say that, because it's important to be real in anything, whatever you do, and an interviewer is also looking at that. See what are the skills in the market, what is there that people of your profession are doing, and if you haven't done it, try to upskill yourself, because the job market is dynamic, it keeps on changing, and there is no harm in upskilling because you get to learn something more. So I do believe that we could do all these things to make our interview successful. And yes, it's not the end of the world, but we do all try for a good job. So all the best to all of you.